Yeah, hi there. These comments, I'm just using the first letter of your name, H. Excuse me. And you just completed integrated speaking practice test number 1, and I am Michael Buckoff, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at Stealth, the 7-step system to pass a TOEFL IBT. You're also one of my students at California State University, San Bernardino. So let's listen to your practice test.
In this set of material, the reading passage and the speakers present 2 examples of how advertising affects on person lives. The reading passage.
So far your topic is pretty good. The only suggestion I might say is they show how it affects people's behaviors politically and economically. If you state those 2 key points, that's exactly the purpose of both the reading and the lecture.
Provide that advertising impacts people's behavior because of TV and radio in living room. For instance, advertising can affect people to vote for a practical candidate because they have background of who he is. The speakers,
you might say, because they have background information about who he is. I would probably phrase it that way.
Gives another example of how advertising affects a person's behavior. The speaker says that.
So when you get to the speaker, you want to move on to the economic aspects of advertising. So you're good talking about the details, but you're not connecting that to a larger point. So you're kind of missing the main point of the reading and the lecture.
That the customers may buy a special product because they saw it in the commercial.
Okay.
In conclusion, after having read the reading passage and listening to the speakers, the advertising has political and economic effect on people's lives.
Right, so you get to the point at the end, but I still think it's good to make that point in the topic statement in the beginning and in the body of the speech, not just in the conclusion. Remember, I mean, you get to the end, right?
People's lives.
So your speech was 65 seconds.
Advertising has
there. So we're at 60 seconds, so the TOEFL IBT human raters, they would not have even heard what you just said in your conclusion because you ran out of time, right? So that's why it's important to have that strong topic statement, that strong introduction that connects the 2 sources. All right, let's take a look at your score right now. So you got a good response though. So I think you're good at explaining the details, but you didn't connect it back to the larger purpose of the political and the economic aspects of advertising, at least not until the very end. So I think you could probably improve your topic development a little bit more. You had some minor problems with your language use, pronunciation. I can understand what you're saying, right? So you're doing pretty well there, but I would still keep spending time in the pronunciation area of my course, reducing your accent. All right, so having said that, I think you have a pretty strong response here. I'm going to put you at about 2.83 out of 4, or 22 points out of 30 on this particular practice test. And for the purposes of our class, that's going to put you at 95% on this one. All right, thank you.